Houston fans can't be feeling good, at least those that were actually at the stadium on Saturday. I'll get to that in just a moment. 45-35, the Cougars go down. West Virginia waltzes into Houston and just blows out the 22nd ranked Houston Cougars. Yikes. Yikes. This is not a good look for Houston. However, in my fan mood assessment, bad vibes for Houston, not the worst. For West Virginia, the highest, because Rich Rodriguez has his first Big 12 win and continues to have a proof of concept in year one. The win over Pitt, which continues to look better as time goes on. A road win against a ranked Houston team that had been playing some good football. Huge moment for the Mountaineers. Huge moment. But to me, this says a lot more about Houston. But there's also more to dissect there. Because for the Cougars, you had an opportunity to pull in Arizona State. That opportunity is gone. I'm not telling you not feel bad about that. I'm telling you, bad vibes for the fan base is where your head should be. However, remember that this is a program that doesn't have a huge tradition of college football in the last several years. They've got a solid one, but they're a basketball school, and Willie Fritz is in year two. Everything this year is still progress. It's going to wind up being an 8 or 9 win season. This one hurts. You missed a chance for a magically special year. I'm not telling you to feel great about that. They have UCF, TCU, and Baylor home road to end the year. They'll win at least 1, maybe 2, but probably not 3 of those football games, and they'll wind up with an 8 or 9 win season. And you have to be able to compartmentalize, okay, there is disappointment, frustration with how the defense played. That's certainly something that needs to be improved for the Cougars going forward. West Virginia scoring 45 in their home field. That's just not any good. But you also have to understand, all right, it's not what we want, but this is still a great year. This is still the sort of season that you wanted to see from your head coach. And yeah, this is a disappointing outcome to be sure, but I don't view this as a program altering loss for the Cougars. You missed out on an opportunity to wildly outperform expectations, to be great, to have a special year, but was that what you were actually trying to accomplish this year? No, you missed out on dessert. You still got the appetizer. You still got the entree that you were looking for, but they ran out of the dessert back in the kitchen. You know what? You go, okay, that stinks because I was looking forward to that cinnamon bread pudding, but if all I get is, the meal that I ordered and it was great and the appetizer's good and my drinks got to be able to appreciate that. Here's the other thing I wanted to bring up with Houston. What's the maximum potential of the football program if you don't have a dangerous home environment? What is the upwards? Give me the program in college football that right now is pushing for or in control of a playoff spot, that when you go to their home stadium, it isn't raucous, rowdy, dangerous. BYU, for instance, Texas Tech, the 2 best teams in the Big 12. When you go, I believe they've rolled back the tortilla deal. That stinks for Texas Tech. But when you go to Lubbock or when you go to Provo, those fans are going to be on top of you. So let this be a holistic look at the program, not just from a football standpoint, but from a fan standpoint. You got to have more than what Houston. I didn't see what the actual listed attendance was in the game. But this is a program that should have a lot of life, a lot of juice, a lot of energy. And if you're going to build yourselves, which you can, into a top-tier team in the Big 12, you have to be able to get better fan support than what Houston had on Saturday. It just simply does. There should be a bunch of life and juice, and it was just flat, and then the defense played flat. I'm not saying a home crowd that is sold out making a bunch of noise is worth 10 points, but it could be worth a possession. It could be worth a play, a moment, something here or there. And I think that's got to be a disappointing thing for Houston to have seen as well. So, speaking of teams in the state of Texas, did you see what North Texas did? They were one of my best bets this week. They did cover the 6.5, which was the final spread, according to our friends at FanDuel. North Texas and head coach Eric Morris, who might very well be the next head coach at Oklahoma State in the Big 12. Just saying. I'm throwing it out there. Here are the point totals They won this game 31-17. I thought it'd be higher scoring than that, but I did think North Texas would win and cover because Navy's defense just can't stop anyone. And what do you know? Navy's offense didn't have its best day. North Texas defense got some work going there. But here are the point totals for Eric Morris's team this season. 51, 33, 59, 45, 36, 63, 55, 54, 31. Today, against Navy, who was previously undefeated, had won 10 straight games dating back to last year, North Texas scored their fewest points of the season, and they won by 14. That's not bad. Now, does North Texas have an incredible win? No. I'd say their best one is one of two in the American. They don't have the premier out-of-conference game that you'd like to have. They lost to South Florida, gave up 63 points in that game. Sorry, I said that earlier. That was how many points South Florida scored. Still, North Texas had 36 in that one. But UTSA, after they beat Tulane last week, that win looks a whole heck of a lot better. They beat them 55-17, by the way. 31-17 over 7-0 Navy. Not bad. 59-10 against Washington State. That's probably going to be a bowl team with a Power 4-ish sort of schedule. I didn't even call it a Power 4 schedule this year. Washington State looks like they'll be a bowl team. That's probably the best win they've got. North Texas has got UAB and Rice on the road and then Temple at home. They should win all of those football games. Rice is probably the toughest of those three teams. You realize North Texas has just one loss. That if they wind up in the American Championship game, they have got every ability to wind up as the Group of 5 playoff team. I'm just throwing it out there because it's a very real possibility. And Eric Morris might be getting buzz and it could distract the team and they could stumble in one of their final three. But I'm telling you, as somebody who watch it, far be it from me to forget to remind you, the college football public, a Group of 5 teams automatically getting into the playoff. The North Texas team and the offense they have should not have any problem in the next 3 games. Maybe they get distracted because Eric Morris winds up as a candidate for Oklahoma State or Arkansas. Would Arkansas do another coach with the last name Morris? Maybe that wouldn't go over well. But if he winds up as a head coach somewhere else, that could derail the thing. But I'm just telling you, in the hunt to get one of those 12 playoff spots, North Texas is a player. If they can get themselves to the American Conference Championship game, they've got the head-to-head win over UTSA, who's got the head-to-head win over Tulane. The only loss is to South Florida. They could get a rematch with them in the conference championship game. I'm just saying, you got to watch out for North Texas. You really do. If you aren't paying attention to what they have done and what their quarterback, Drew Mestemaker, has been doing this year, a guy who's going to hit the transfer portal, I would guess, maybe North Texas has got some mean green pockets, shall we say. That's what they'll need to keep Mestemaker around, because maybe Morris and Mestemaker are going to be a package deal. Those are two guys that could be playing Power 4 football next season, and they could have plenty of success because they're having a lot of success right now. So that game caught my eye because that Group of 5 playoff race is tightening. I think you can eliminate Navy. We've seen this before from a couple different service academies. It'd be awesome for one of them to finish the job one day, but it's really, really difficult when you look at the other rosters they have to go up against in college football. So heck of a win for North Texas. Good vibe for the Mean Green fans and bad vibes for the midshipmen here. But we salute you anyway, as always. Appreciate everyone listening. I'll see you next time. And until then, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.